Hey there folks, Rel here. I'd just like to offer 5 quick tips to help newer players up their game a bit in PlanetSide 2. The first tip is to not stand on vehicle pads. If you're on a vehicle pad, you will die if an ally spawns a vehicle at the same time. Also, as an added courtesy, if you're a medic, please do not revive people who are on the vehicle pad unless you know that there isn't anyone else lined up at the terminal. I've seen players die over and over and over because they simply don't know any better, and they'll accept the revive and then instantly get mowed down. It's hilarious, without a doubt, but you won't be doing anyone any favors. Speaking of vehicles, your third-person view can be extremely powerful in the right situations. You'll notice in this clip that my flash is hidden behind a crate, and this particular flash has stealth and scout radar equipped, meaning that I can check my minimap and see where enemies are coming up, and then stay hidden from their radar as well. So when a bad guy comes out into the open, I can see him thanks to third-person view, and I can jump off my flash, I can make short work of them, and then jump back on and remain hidden from enemy fire. The next tip is to run behind allied firing lines. It sounds like a no-brainer, but so many people walk in front of my gun instead of walking just slightly behind me that this has got to be a problem for other players as well. So, pretty self-explanatory, but do not walk in front of your teammates if you don't want to risk getting shot. Next up is that you do not have to shoot at absolutely everything. In this clip there is a max unit that could easily ruin my life, so instead of just engaging him because I happen to see him, I'm going to try to be a little bit sneaky instead. And it doesn't work out for me in the end this time, but there is something to be said about not giving your presence away if you don't have to. The last tip I'd like to share, and I'll let the clip play through so that you can see it unfold, but the last tip is to just keep on pushing. All too often you'll have a large offensive that will become hesitant and ultimately get crushed by defenders because they just did not keep pushing. The best way to avoid a drawn-out conflict that may be eventually lost to attrition is to just charge full on to the objective, and that's before the enemy has time to respond properly. That's not to say that you should just keep on charging without thinking, but you should keep moving forward. If you end up dying, so what? Death is cheap in PlanetSide 2 and is easily remedied. In this particular fight, the scales were about even, defenders versus attackers, and because enough people moved forward into the enemy capture point, we were able to secure the win very quickly after our lattice link was restored. If this video has been interesting, helpful, or entertaining, please feel free to like, subscribe, tell your friends about the channel, and if you have a tip or two that you'd like to share, particularly for the newer players, feel free to leave that in the comment section down below so everyone can benefit. Thanks very much, folks. Rel signing off.